Okay, everyone's been asking about what is my futures day trading strategy. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I look to do on a 15-minute candle on how to follow the trend, wait for pullbacks, and how to enter and get precision entries. Okay, so without further ado, I don't want to make this long, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this and make massive money on trading futures, or if you want to do options, it's up to you. I highly recommend futures. You don't have to worry about time decay and all that. So I'm only gonna do SPY. You could do QQQ. That's a fine one too. But for futures, it's going to be ES for SPY and then NQ for the QQQs. So for SPY, it's going to be the same as ES for the futures. So if you look at this SPY chart here, I'm using Webull, and all you have to do is draw the horizontal line on the 945 candle at the low and at the high, and this is what we call a 15-minute orb. And it's a really good thing just to say, what is the trend? If we find this 15-minute orb, and if a candle breaks above it with a body closing it, not a wick, you see how this is a false thing where it has this wick close above it, but there was no body, the body's down here. This does not mean it's an uptrend. So what I look for to see is, a body above it or below it, and then you can see on this candle here at 10:15, that does confirm a bear trend in the making. So I get alerted that, but this one is a very different looking one, and I told this in the Discord when I was doing credit spreads. I said we got to be aware of this EMA 50. I can easily see this acting as support, and are we surprised? Look at this massive run up we have here. So what I like to do is, if I don't have the EMAs doing the right thing, like if I don't have them above like this, and then the bear trend is showing on the 15-minute orb, I will look to, either take this lower orb here, which is acting as resistance. You see how this 945 right here, it goes up it, and then it rejects it, and then it goes up it again right here, rejects it, goes up, rejects, goes up, and it still rejects a little. You could have made massive money doing that. So I don't mind taking this lower orb, but you got to understand is price can go back up through this because these EMAs are not at the very top like they should be. So, and then again, we finally continue the trend down as we did get this 15-minute orb there where it does slow down. And now that you see, look, now the EMAs are at the very top. You could take these near the EMA 10 or the 50. My favorite EMA plays that I take are going to be at the 10 and the 50, okay? Hope that makes sense. This one is a weirder example. This is one of those harder ones. Let's go back a day and show you when the EMAs converge correctly as we see. So here's the next the day before we had this 945. I wanted to show you a hard example first so you know what to do. So here's your 945, right? We see price kind of zigzagging in here. We see this 1045 saying, okay, uptrend. And what's nice about this is we see that the EMA 50 is at the very bottom on the 15-minute chart. So we see this uptrend happening. And then what do we look for? Price to come back down to this upper orb, which should now be support. Remember, it was resistance. We broke above it. Now it's support. And then we also get near on the EMA 10. So I could easily get in just a little bit above the 10 all throughout this area. I'm all in. I'm going to scale in a little bit, and then when it goes in here, I just want to buy in this thing. Now, where would my stop loss be? Well, your stop loss, in my opinion, should always be halfway marked through the next EMA. So if I see this EMA 10 here, and then this EMA 50 here, well, halfway between these 10 and the 50 should give me plenty of wiggle room to make this trade work out, and you can see the monster returns you get. It goes up, comes back to the 10 again, goes up, comes back to the 10, and goes up, comes back to the 10, and goes up. It just keeps going up and up and up. Now, how many times should you keep playing the 10 and then the 50? Well, in my opinion, I like to take it around one time, and then I'll wait for the 50. But, you can keep taking it. As long as you have a stop loss, it doesn't really matter, right? You could take this multiple times, but not every trade is going to be like that, right? Let's go to another trade way back here the next day. So we're just going to keep going through SPY, right? Because that's the one I'm going to focus on. You could do the same one as me, but this generally works for any index, okay? So here's your 945 on SPY. As you can see at 10 o'clock, we have a body of a candle closing above the top of this 945, and that means uptrend, right? So then what happens is we wait for price to pull back to this upper orb, which is the top where, remember, it was resistance. Now it becomes support. We broke out of it. We come back to test it. Here's your entry here, and massive gains here. Come back to the 10, and massive gains again. And then it comes back to 10, and then you would actually would have made money on this one, but then it would it stopped you out if you took it again. I don't think it's bad to take it on the 20 here. This 20 would give you good gains too. But in my opinion, the best are going to be the 10 and the 50, in my opinion, because you're skipping those EMA levels. Let's say you do take it on the 50. Well, kind of use the same daily loss. So if you're looking at this, you don't want to lose too much. My honest opinion, like if I'm doing one contract of ES, I don't want to lose anything more than $300 a contract. Okay, and that goes with anything. All right, so you do have to have, respect your stop loss, because day trading is hard. It's not going to work all the time, and you don't want one trade to be like diamond hands, right? You got to understand, this is day trading. You're going to have losses, okay? Here's the 945 candle here. As you can see, we get right here at 10:15, we get bear calls. But remember, this is what I got to say. Remember, this EMA 50 is at the very bottom. So this is telling me two different signals. We got bullish trend on the EMAs, but then on my orb, we got bearish trend. So I would lay low on this one. In my opinion, I would not get in till I see something else. And then right here at 12 o'clock, I get bull puts. Or I'm so used to saying credit spreads, but I get bullish action here. This is a new trend. It could do a double orb where it goes through here, fakes you out, because look at this EMA 50, goes up here, and then guess what? This is your double orb, and then look what happens. You come back down to retest the orb, which becomes support, and then the EMA 10, and you go way up. All right, you come back to test the 10, go down a little. You can make some nice little scalp here, hit perfectly the 20, and you go way up. So do keep in mind, you got to look at the EMAs. If you're getting a downside on the orb, but then the EMA 50 is at the bottom, something's not right, okay? So it doesn't make sense to make that trade, okay? So it's best when they both work together. Here's your 945 candle. Here it is. There's your first 945. Zigzag, zigzag. You get 1045. You get an uptrend. Remember, this is a 15 minutes, so the uptrend, we're just trying to predict the trend for the day. I know the trends on a 15-minute chart can go down at any moment. It's just a 15-minute chart. So, but we get this uptrend. Where do we look to take our trade? Well, we look to take it on the 10. Where's that 10 hit perfectly? Algos pump it up right here, and you make massive returns, okay? And then price comes back down to the 20, kind of fiddle-daddles around, hits this upper orb, gets very close to the 50, but this is the end of the day. It's kind of already over. I'll do one more example for you guys, and then I'll call it here. Like I said, I want to make a very quick video. This strategy is very simple. That's why I like it. It make you massive amounts of money. If you guys are like struggling in the market, try this strategy. I'm telling you, it will get rid of the confusion. Here's your 945. You get this 10 o'clock candle that has a body below this lower orb, and that tells me downtrend for the day. So then what happens is price comes back up to this 10. You take it right here on this 10, and it plushes all the way down, making massive returns. Look at this beautiful plush, comes back to 10, plushes, and then it goes all the way to the 50, and looks like you would have lost on this trade as it goes all the way up, but you could see this idea here. You could be like, okay, well, upper orb is here, most likely going to have big resistance here, but me and my honest opinion, though, I say stop loss, get a stop loss out right here, and you could try it again up in here if it goes up. But as you can see, massive returns, as the upper orb is going to act as, most of the time, act as resistance, and the orb was right. As you can see, it's been a downtrend throughout the day, right? We hit the 50, reject, hit the 50, reject. Very big, nice returns. And that's why I say, don't try to be that person, be like, I have to be right. It's okay. You're going to get lots of wins. You're going to get some losses. It's part of day trading. Day trading statistics, you're going to lose. It's not like you're going to have a high win ratio. I have a very high win ratio selling credit spreads. But this is how I'm doing futures and how you can make thousands of dollars a day doing this. No joke. I'm not trying to overhype it. I'm using prop firms. You can fund your own account if you want to do futures. I recommend Take Profit Trader. I'm actually looking to get affiliated with them. I recommend Top Step, and they're another good thing where you can spend small amounts of money and get access to over $50,000. Okay, so there's no reason why nobody can be a successful day trader doing this with low, even if you don't have a lot amount of money. I'm giving you guys a blueprint of a strategy that works. It's very simple. You find the trend, draw the orbs. When you get an uptrend, you look for the pullback to the EMA 10 or that upper orb. You see how this is your upper orb right here on this 945, so you get a pullback to upper orb or EMA 10, and you can take entries on both, and then your stop loss is halfway or just a little more halfway from the EMA 10 to the 20. And then your stop loss under the EMA 50, well, you just got to be realistic. Do you want to put a stop way down here? So if you get enter here and way down, no, put it just, drag it up a little, be like, you know what, if it goes this amount under the 50, I'll get stopped out, okay? So this is how I do it. I think this is very good. I'm going to be doing this in the Discord. I'm going to show you guys exactly the plays I'm getting in, my exact contracts, my exact profit and losses. So if I'm able to pass, make $1,000, even $500 a day, $300 a day, I think anybody can realistically do this. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to see my alerts, my active alerts, real time live streams, what I changed my systems, updates and everything. This is one of my most favorite things because a 15-minute chart is not too little. It's not like you're trading a 1 minute where you got to scalp it. 5 minutes a little too short. We're going into a higher time frame to make sure, is this really the right trend? We're getting a high value candle, and then we're using important EMAs where if we skip an EMA, most likely that next EMA is going to be strong support or resistance, and then if we skip from 20 to 50, that's a next high level area. So you see how we're trying to, based on algos, follow the trend type of strategy, and you're golden. As you can see, plenty of examples where this has worked consistently. This is how to day trade futures or options, whatever you want to do, and make lots of money every day. This is a really nice strategy that I can approve of. I've been doing it, and it's been working a lot for me. So if you want to hit day trade alerts right in here, you'll have access to my day trades and swing trades. I'm going to post them all in here. I'm going to post them in the day trade chat. So I think you guys are going to really like it, okay? I think just give it a try. Try a prop firm. If you're like, man, I only have $50. That's all you need. I'll get you guys to pass your accounts, okay, your prop firms. But yeah, if you hit server shop up in here, make sure you do have the Day and Swing Trading Plus. It is only $12 a month. Subscribe on your computer to avoid that iOS fee, and you won't pay a dime more, okay? $12 a month. You'll get access to all of my new strategies, all my old strategies, all the education, and I'll put this video right up in here so you guys can keep watching it constantly. And I'll give you guys updates on what I find that works, what doesn't work, and what I changed. I've been working on this strategy for quite some time. It does work. There's a lot of members that have been doing it and making lots of money. This is just one of my day trading strategies. I also sell credit spreads to make passive income every day. But if you want to make fast returns, this is the strategy I would recommend. If you love the adrenaline rush and you like to get in the heat of the battle, this is going to make you some massive money. So just remember, just to recap, make sure the EMA 50, when you're finding the trend, if this is giving you a down signal or a downtrend, you don't want to take it if the EMA 50 is at the bottom, okay? Then that's a false signal. You want to make sure that, we want to make sure this EMA 50 is at the very top. The only way I would take this is, one, we could take it at this lower orb, which could act as resistance, or we could take it at the upper orb. The upper orb is going to be a better signal because it's, it's going to, a lot of the times, you don't see double orbs happen. So when you do see price coming back to this upper orb, yeah, you can definitely take it right in here, put your stop loss just quite above it, and that is a good risk versus reward. All right, guys, I will alert these. I know you guys are probably like, I'm a little confused. The more you see my alerts, the more you see my screenshots, the more I give out, what I'm going in and all that. I'm going to focus on SPY. It kind of fits my risk tolerance. NQ's a little too fast paced for me, so I'm going to focus on SPY, ES, and let's make some money together. If you want to join, just hit Day Trade Alerts. Links down below in the YouTube comments below to join the Discord. Only $12 a month. You're not going to miss out. I mean, it's not going to cost you like an arm and leg, guys. I'm not like a lot of people that charge hundreds of dollars, $50, thousands of dollars, and I've done that, and I've learned nothing. Literally just following signals. That's not the purpose of this. I want you guys to be able to be like, hey, I want to stay in here because I'm actually learning something, and then that's really what I want to do. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is my future strategy, doing the 15-minute strategy on how to follow the trend and use my EMAs to get precise entries. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.